guys, it's Sarah, and I am here today to do a review on a book that is called Other Breakable Things, and this is written by Kelley and Rowan Altwood. This was sent to me by Entangled Teen, and I am part of a blog tour for this book, so I'm really excited about that, and thank you, Entangled Teen, for allowing me to be part of this and for letting me read the book. This book is going to be out April 4th, so it's already out now, and I will have links down below to all the information for it if you guys want to pick up a copy of your own. So this is a YA contemporary book, and it does deal with physical sickness. One of our main characters has had a heart transplant, so he's dealing with the after effects of that, and it's kind of making him very, very sick. So if there's anything like that that you're a little bit sensitive to, just be warned that that's a major factor in this book. So this book follows Luke and Evelyn, and they were friends in high school. However, Evelyn and her mother ended up moving because her mother left to follow a man. Evelyn's mother is not the best decision maker as far as men go. She tends to fall hard and fast and kind of drops her life, including, anything with her daughter, to move across the country and be with these men. So they end up moving for a few years. The relationship does not work out, so they end up moving back, and this is all taking place in California. And Evelyn comes back and tries to reconnect with Luke because they had lost a little bit of touch when she moved. So Luke is in a point in his life where he is 17. He has had a heart transplant in the past couple of years, and he's starting to have a bad reaction to that heart. Basically, his body is rejecting it at this point. So he is keeping all this from Evelyn. Evelyn has no idea that he's even really sick or going through anything like that. He's basically keeping her at arm's length, even though he considers her his best friend. One day, something pretty devastating happens to Evelyn, to a point where she is probably being forced to move again, and she does not want to go. And she runs to Luke to get comfort from him. Luke had made a decision recently to kind of take this little road trip to kind of clear his head and make some decisions about his own life, because he does not know whether or not he wants to have another heart transplant, which is what the doctors are saying he needs to live. He doesn't know if he wants to do that. So he had planned to kind of get away for a little bit and make some decisions and get some clarity. And when Evelyn came to him, he said, "You're going to go with me." And he didn't tell her why or what the actual purpose of the trip was, but she trusts him, so she went with him. So we spend pretty much almost the whole book, really following them along on their road trip and, seeing different things and really seeing their friendship grow, because they were friends, but, they never really opened up to each other. Neither one of them did. And you really see them do that on this road trip, and it was really beautiful to kind of follow along with that and to see how their emotional connection just becomes deeper and deeper. Okay, so I ended up giving this book 4.5 stars. Now, that's pretty high for me. I normally don't read this type of book because to me they just seem so sad, and a lot of times they can all kind of start sounding the same. One of the characters is sick, maybe wants to end their own life on their own terms. So-and-so comes along and wants to save them and gives them new hope and, all this stuff. Now, the thing about this one that for me was different was that throughout the whole thing, you really don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what decision Luke is going to make. He leaves it up in the air. And I really like that. He wasn't like set firm, like this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, I've already decided. He spent the whole time going, I have no clue what I'm going to do, but I want options, basically. And I really like that. You didn't know if he was going to end his life on his own terms. You didn't know if he was going to try to fight and survive. You didn't know if he was going to make it anyway. Even if you do have a heart transplant, even if you have a second one, it still may not work. So I really like that it kind of kept you guessing the whole time, and I really found myself wanting to know what in the world he was going to decide already, and so that was very interesting. The ending was interesting. I didn't love kind of the situation they found themselves in at the end, or the decisions they made together. I kind of was like, really? But I didn't hate it either. So I don't know. It was just kind of interesting. And then like by the end, it made sense. But I really enjoyed it overall. I thought that the characters were great. I thought that they had a really great dynamic together. And yeah, I just overall, I really, really, really enjoyed it. And like I said, I gave it 4.5 stars. So if it's something that you're interested in and you want to get your hands on, I will go ahead and leave links down below that you can go and check it out. You can check out the book to purchase it. You can check out the publisher, all that good stuff. And I hope you guys do, because I really enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a great day. Bye.